Hey Slayers, what is up? It is your girl Tiana, creator of the Swagslayer Talk, right here on Swagslayer Fashion YouTube channel, weekdays at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with my lovely co-host Rhonda from the Pink Diva Studios on YouTube and Instagram, and our special guest Libby from Consignment Chats on Instagram and YouTube. What is up, ladies? How are you today?
Hi.
I'm great. How are you today, Libby?
Everything is great. I'm just so excited to be here. I just have been watching you guys, and I'm just so excited, to have a conversation with you. And yeah, this is like, I don't know, I'm like a fan.
Oh,
I'm like a top fan. So this is like really exciting for me.
Yes, I'm so glad
we're
we
cool
can
like
have
that.
you.
We're cool like that.
All right.
Yes. So give the Slayers a brief synopsis, because you have your own show on, I was going to say something that was totally wrong. You have your own show on YouTube called Consignment Chats. And that's kind of how we connected, because I think the first time I saw you in the chat here on the Swagslayer Talk is when we were, it was probably the week before we talked to James from Flyp, but because Flyp is a reselling app and we just chatted about it before we interviewed with James, you were very interested because you consign. And so I was like, okay, check her out. And so then I was checking out your YouTube channel, and that's what you ladies talk about. It's like a panel of ladies that come and you guys talk about all things consignment, which I think is totally cool, because that is like a different sector of the resale market that a lot of people don't talk about or don't even realize that exists. So tell me a little bit how you came across consigning and what made you decide to create a YouTube channel all about it.
Yeah, so I'll start from the beginning. Like I always knew I was an entrepreneur. I just didn't know how or why, right?
Yes.
So my children were little, and I did a lot of work with our local school and the PTO and things like that. And I lived in a very small, very diverse community, and it was very economically diverse, right? So we would do fundraisers, we do the catalogs and things like that. And so one of my girlfriends and I got together and we're like, we really need to be more inclusive. So let's kind of like revamp our fundraising, and let's, make sure everything is sustainable. Yes. Make sure it's community oriented, and make sure it's inclusive. If it doesn't meet those 3 criteria, we're not going to do it. So we started this large consignment sale, this yearly consignment sale. And it was just, it was such a hit in the community. And so that's kind of like where I got the bug to consign. And I realized what a great way it is to recycle money and bring people together and just keep it all right in the community. So it was just so cool. And
I love that.
We opened the store and we did all that fun stuff. Go ahead, Tiana. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say that I love that your passion for consignment came from bringing the community together. So that was your goal. How can we bring the community together and find something that encompasses all of us? So often I talk to people like, I resell because I need to get rid of my stuff or I need more money. You guys came from a background where you were going to say, we're going to bring our community together so we can also sustain our planet, our community, and so on and so forth. So I love that. I've never heard anyone say that before. So that is totally awesome. Can you tell me a little bit, or at least tell me the names of the ladies who also join you? Because I know that they're here and I put them on the screen.
Yeah, so in the chat so the other 2 ladies that are part of Consignment Chats, we're all, all together, all equal partners. We have Tiffany of Tiffany's Treasures and Trinkets. And we have Molly that also works with me at my business, which is Conchi Consignment.
Nice.
Yep. So they're a lot of fun. They're really cool ladies, and we're all at very different parts of our journey. So there's something that everybody can kind of relate to.
And definitely I've watched the show, so I've seen that, you are in different spaces, and I love that. You're not like, we're all right, we're all up here. You're like, no, we're all stair stepping, and then you're learning from each other, and then you can teach on your show the different people in different places and different stages of their resale consignment life. So you also have guests on your show, correct? How do you select what guests that come on the show?
Well, right now it was people that we were familiar with and had worked with and had helped us in our journeys in different ways. So,
very nice.
It'll vary, as we go forward. I think we're just recording episode 14 this week. So we're still, in the baby stages here.
But that's how we all start.
Oh, excuse me. I know you haven't. I was just kind of reading your bio, and I know Tiana's going to touch on it later, but something stuck out to me. And that was the fact that you said you had been supporting your family by reselling since starting your consignment in 2012. So, kind of give us a little something give us a tea about that.
Yeah. So, we did the kids' consignment sale. My kids got a little older. They were no longer at that elementary school. And, I was working in a bank. I was divorced. I had the 2 kids. I just wasn't having any family time. I just wasn't happy in what I was doing. And I just kind of took the leap and was like, I'm going to open a consignment store. And I just did it. I just did it. I just opened a brick and mortar store.
On faith and did it. Well, and sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we can't just sit around and wait for it to come to us. Sometimes we got to get up, go out and get it. So, I love the fact that you made the decision to do that. I mean, family is very, very important. So, in order to be with your family, be able to continue to create memories, which I'm really big on. I don't know I guess it's my age, child. I just don't know, but I'm just really big on building memories and, having stuff that, my granddaughter, my daughter, or, even the people that surround me are, can remember and we can sit and laugh about it or whatever. So I think that that's great that you stepped out on faith and did that. And look at where you are now. I mean, you're still growing, but look, you've accomplished so much since 2012.
Yes.
Well, it's been a pretty amazing journey. It's just, I've really been blessed, but it was hard to take that initial jump. It was like, I always say, because people always ask me like, how did you do that? And I said, it was like jumping off a cliff and not knowing that a net was there. That's what it felt like. It was scary.
Yes.
It was scary.
And sometimes that's how it feels when we know up here what we want to do, but then one side of us is saying, do it. Then you got the other side saying, oh my God. But, it's best to pay attention to the side that says, do it. Because if we just postpone things, we miss out on open doors. We miss out on opportunities. So it's best to just step out on faith, honey. If you fly, you fly. If you don't, you don't. But you know what? It's a teachable moment and you'll know what to do next time.
Yeah.
That is so true.
And you had some experience, so you weren't just blindly stepping out.
Right.
Like you had experience, you had a plan in place, and then you said, okay, I can just go for it. And I think that's what we're all doing. I mean, we all spend time, creating these YouTube channels, these social medias, these resale lives, our own entrepreneurship business, whatever we do, it's all like we have no idea if this is going to work. And statistically, they say, a large percent of the companies are going to fail before their first 5 years. And if you make it past the first 5 years, you have a better chance of continuing on. But let's be honest, like how many businesses have I started on my own? And none of those made it very far. But I learned so much. Me and my husband have had several businesses that made it further than those first ones because of the knowledge we had on those first ones. So sometimes I think let me speak for me. It's hard for me to separate but this company, I want to make it. And God's like, but guess what? You learned everything you can learn from that one because I need to move you to the next one. So let's go with this knowledge and get to the one that's going to move forward. So I love that, you were like, I'm going to bring the community together. I'm going to sustain my community. I no longer like what I'm doing. So I'm just going to make it full time and jump off this cliff. And my kids are going to watch me be the example to go after your dreams and your goals, because that's who's really looking at us. It's our babies,
Yes, definitely. And I think that is so true, that we just, we get to a point. I mean, like I did nails for 25 plus years. So I did have my own business. And, after I worked for probably 5 or 6 years for a company, then I branched out on my own. But I mean, that took time, that took work. For me to hone my skills, for me to build my clientele and all of these different things. Now I'm in the process of building my coaching business. That takes time as well. So, it's just when I have reselling over here, which is, doing well, but it could always do better because, there's always room for growth in anything.
Mhm.
But I just think that sometimes we just have to, again, like I say, we just have to step out on faith with things. We have to
Yeah.
just lean into our fear and just go for it,
Yeah.
because as I always say, we're not afraid of failure. It's not failure we're afraid of. We're afraid of failing in front of others.
Other people.
So sometimes, so sometimes you just got to do it. Got to do it, honey.
Yeah,
You don't have to be great to
absolutely.
start, but you have to start to be great. Hallelujah.
Yes. Yes.
And that's Tiffany today, by the way. That is Tiffany.
Yeah, that's Tiffany giving us those words of wisdom. Thank you, Tiffany. Yeah. Hey, Christy. Hey, Tasha. Thanks for joining.
Ladies,
hey, Penny.
hello. So you had a brick and mortar store. That's how you started in 2012, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So transition and kind of tell us, since you had a brick and mortar in 2012 and now life is totally different than it used to be, how have you transitioned that now to still make it work for you?
So in 2000, for 3 years, I had the brick and mortar store. And when I had the brick and mortar store, kind of in parallel to that, we were growing our online business.
Nice.
And it was in its infancy. And, due to circumstances beyond my control with the building, we left after 3 years. And I thought, all right, well, I'm going to search for a property to purchase and, start up another brick and mortar and keep the online running, right? And while I look. And the online was just so incredible that I never even got the brick and mortar. I never went back to the brick and mortar. It was just, a little, I don't want to say easier. That's not right. The quite word. It was a little, I could concentrate on what I enjoyed instead of like managing people and, a building and just,
maintenance.
Right. All those extras.
Yeah, all those extras. It was just more fun. Totally more fun.
My question is this. Now, what advice, where would you tell someone, let's say me, what would you tell me if I wanted to start or get into consignment? What would be your advice?
So I would say head on over to the Consignment Chats channel.
Yes, I like that.
Been there.
Listen to some of the tutorials we have. I honestly believe that every reseller should be consignment ready. So whether or not that's where you do the majority of your business, whether that's something you might step into, I think every reseller should be ready, because at some point, and I'm sure you guys have experienced this, somebody is going to come to you and say, oh, can you sell this for me? And you want to have your terms, you want to have your ducks in a row. You want to have your terms laid out for consignment to either say, yes, I can do this for you, or no, that doesn't really fit with my, with my business model. Because, you could very easily be leaving money on the table by not taking advantage of some of those things.
Yeah. And it's so funny that you said that, because no one has ever personally asked me, but my husband resells kind of part-time because he saw the money I was making. He was like, what? You don't do nothing all day. Can I do this too? And his friends came to him and asked, could he sell their stuff? We were like totally not prepared. We were like, what? I guess. And so that's really good advice, to be prepared. So if that does happen, if that opportunity, because they say luck. First, I want to say hey to Derek and Terry. How are y'all? Thank you for joining us. They say luck is when preparedness and opportunity meet. And that's what we call luck. So if you're prepared and the opportunity comes together, then you can take advantage of that. And we couldn't take advantage because we were not prepared. That had never even crossed our mind. I was like, consignment? What's that? Even though I knew what it was, but I was like, how would I do that as an individual? So I love that advice that you give, Libby. Be prepared.
So when you say be prepared, now I know a few things just from, watching your show or listening to, other people. I know a few things that I should have in order. But what would be just a few things that off the top that we need to specifically have in place?
Yeah. So I would say just have a general contract, like nothing fancy. You're going to want to know what percentage that person is going to earn. That your consigner, you want to know how do you do the split. Me, for instance,
so let me stop there.
Consigner earns 40% across the board.
Okay.
You decide on a percentage. You decide on a time frame for that consignment. Whether you want to go 60 days, 90 days, some people go longer, and just a method of payout. And
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
So
And
we're
you know,
doing
you're in
40.
control of those items.
So 40% is that the pretty standard
It runs
percentage or
between 40 and 60% usually that you pay to a consigner.
okay?
It's somewhere usually along those lines. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, because, I mean, sometimes I think about it, it's way back here right now because I
Yeah.
have so much other stuff up here right now. But, I'm really kind of interested in doing something like that. And really, that's really why I kind of thought to try out Flyp to see if I should,
Mhm.
maybe try it and see if that's something I really am interested in doing. But I was just curious. I just want to give it a shot. Sometimes you just got to try stuff to see if it's for you.
You do.
Yeah, and I mean, don't overcomplicate it. If you want to start, set those three things up and start with a family member or a friend and just say, this is what I'm doing. I want to try out the process and see kind of, where your profit margin is, how much you're spending on different things, if it's worth your time.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
See, that's good.
Oh, I can't see your face, Rhonda. I'm sorry. The comment's very high. Okay, so Penny's saying
no.
she had someone do that. She was actually going to give me her stuff, but when I sold her first item, a plastic hair comb for $95, her eyes opened. It turned out to be a signed comb from a designer. So that's pretty
wow.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
and then
awesome,
Penny was
Penny.
also saying, I gotta find it somewhere. Okay, so because she consigns, Penny consigns. So she says she has 3 levels of payout depending on the price of the item. So it kind of sounds familiar with when we talked to Ashley from A and B Consignment, kind of how she has the tiers. Penny has tiers as well. So when you set up your contract, because I mean you've been doing it so long, when you had the brick and mortar store, has your contract changed at all from the brick? Okay, how has it changed, or what have you done better or learned that was better than when you started?
Oh, we've done so many evolutions. Sometimes we would try buyouts, we didn't care for that. I think I started with a 50-50 split, but then, I really just wasn't making enough, to support the business. And I think that is a mistake a lot of actual people that start to get into the business make, is they select the wrong percentage because they start with a friend and they want to make them happy, and they're doing somebody a favor, so they'll say, oh, you know what, I'll only take 20%, I'll only take 30%. And I just caution people to really think about that and start with the right percentage from the beginning.
Yeah.
And also set the example that you value your own time and efforts that you're putting in, what that percentage says is how much you value yourself and your business.
Right.
So,
and the time to photograph store and all this stuff, because I think sometimes as entrepreneurs, no matter what our business is, we do not calculate our time. But if you went to a job, you'd be looking for a certain amount per hour or salary, whatever it is. So why aren't you calculating that in to your business? Maybe right when you start, you can't reach that salaried amount because you're new. But as you grow, you need to take a look at that as a whole, because your time is very valuable. Your brain energy, excuse me, that keeps happening to me. Your brain energy, your time energy, the time away from your family, the time you're not sleeping. Like I was up to 1 o'clock this morning. I factored that in to my day and what my payout is going to look like, because I can't say I profited X amount of dollars if then I went over on my 20 hours per week and I actually worked 50 hours. I have to subtract that so I really see what I'm making, because even though I don't pay myself, I roll everything back into the business. It still needs to be calculated, because at some point I want to be hands off and I am going to have to pay somebody to do that. So if you're taking that in consideration in the beginning, when you do step off and hire someone, you're not all flabbergasted when you're like, these numbers don't add up. Yeah, because you kept putting 0 for yourself. So keep that in mind, Slayers, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So Penny is saying, I mean, this isn't Penny. Just joking. This is not Tiffany. Who is this?
This is Molly. This is our other consignment chat lady, Molly.
Yes. Hello, Molly. So she was saying that she was inspired thrift with the Posh Penny PDX. I love to hear more about your payout structure that's interesting. So yes, hopefully Penny from Inspired Thrift will do a video on her YouTube channel telling us all about that. We would love to hear it, Penny. She does have a YouTube channel up. She does have one unboxing on there. So maybe in the future, very soon, she will put up a video to give us more information about how she does her payout structure.
Yeah, I think that would be really interesting because everybody does it. Everybody absolutely does it differently. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. And that's the beauty of being an entrepreneur, especially like a resale consignment entrepreneur. My business model, Libby's business model, and Rhonda's business model are totally different, but they're each bringing in the income for the goals that we have. And that's all that matters. As long as you're bringing in the income for the goals that you have, and then we can learn little pieces here and there, maybe add it to ours, our business model can look different. So I love the beauty in that. Like, my way is not right. Your way is not wrong. Everybody's way is how they pick it. It is organic and natural, but you can also customize it to fit your life, your lifestyle, and your business. That is the beauty of being an entrepreneur, because when you work for somebody else, it's their way or the highway. When you work for yourself, it's whatever's going to fit the needs and dreams that you have.
It's my way or the highway. No. But I was just reading, Libby always reminds me to change my wording from we take 50% to we earn 50%. Right. Now, those are facts right there.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, and it's so true, because look at Chick-fil-A. They say my pleasure instead of no problem. And because they had a big guy, don't ask me who it was, come in and evaluate their company. And they made those little changes to make the experience a lot better. So changing the wording does make a huge difference, especially psychologically. So definitely
wording is everything. Wording is everything, especially when you're marketing, especially when you're running a business. And you know, these days people, and I'm just going to get on this small soapbox, because these days people stress about everything. And so the right wording is so important.
It is.
And just sometimes in daily conversation, let alone, you know, when you're running a business. So you want to make sure that you stay professional, keep it PC. And, you know, I mean, it's just really important.
So Penny is saying that she's going to share briefly. She put some numbers on the screen, but be on the lookout for a new YouTube video from Penny where she's going to explain more in detail for you guys. Okay. That's my friend.
I can't wait to hook up with Penny. This is so exciting. Like, one of the reasons we started consignment chats was there are so many awesome like resellers out there. And I would go to a lot of meetups, and I would meet just, you know, amazing people. And I could never find anybody that really did consignment to connect with, to talk about like that specific form of reselling, and especially online reselling. It was very like, there just wasn't that community out there. So, you know, I ended up, you know, I have so many reseller friends, and I've met so many incredible reseller friends, but I felt like I wanted to talk to other consignment people. Yes, I did. And it's just been awesome to meet other consignment sellers. So Penny, hi.
How do you come about getting a consignment? I mean, where does that business come from? I mean, the people, you know.
Yeah, so that's like actually the number one question people ask is like, how do you get so much stuff? Where do you get your stuff? And most consignment sellers will kind of laugh at that question a little bit, because not in a bad way, but it's funny because once it starts coming, you can't stop it. Like, the problem is often.
I believe that. Yes, I do. I believe that.
Because I have way too much inventory right now.
What's that?
I said I have way too much inventory right now, and nobody is giving it to me. And I'm like, I mean, they don't want me to consign it. They're just giving it to me to sell. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have any room.
Imagine.
So
once you get that like toehold, right, and you have your first couple, usually the word just kind of spreads, and people just, you know, hop on and, you know, want to be part of it and are kind of seeking you out. Like, I have the magnets on my car, right?
Consigned, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah, that's our website. Thank you.
Of course, that's what we do here.
Yeah.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
So I put it on the screen several times, the website, but I wanted to show you guys what it looks like so you would know you're at the correct website when you click on the link in the live chat.
Oh, a shoe sale.
Yes, they have a phone number and an email, all of their social media. But then, of course, this is the homepage, but then you can go to shop, of course, because hello, who doesn't want to shop? So I thought I clicked it, but now my computer's acting crazy. My computer's loading.
Like,
just wait on my internet.
I was like, well, let's shop around.
Yes, wait on my internet to get it together. So they have a boutique, home goods, they have furniture, handbags, jewelry, and clothing. So there is a variety of items that you can purchase. So definitely keep that in mind of what you can get here. I love how it redirects. That was amazing. So I was working on my website last night.
Oh, that's a vintage Dooney.
This one, the Dooney.
I love a good old Dooney.
I do too.
So tell us a little bit, Libby, how long, like for your contract, I know like when I talked to Ashley from A&B Consignment, she was saying that she does hold the items for 6 months to sell. Do you have something similar to that? Like kind of tell us how your consignment works.
Okay, don't freak out on me. Okay, here's
are those candles?
So here's what my contract is. It is the consignor earns 40%. The items are consigned for 60 days. After the 60 days is up, the inventory becomes my property.
Okay. So
if it doesn't sell in that 60 days, those items become, part of our inventory.
Gotcha. And we have a consignment. Well, we don't have it anymore because of the world change. They closed, but we had a store. It was just called Resell. It had no name. It just literally said Resell. And that is how they did it. Like, I can't remember how many days it was, but after whatever amount of days, they did keep your items in their inventory. So you always wanted to make sure you brought in, things that were trendy, on style, current season, so that they did sell within that time frame. But you already knew up front, like you tell your clients up front, that anything that didn't sell, they just kept. And most of the time, you didn't want that stuff back anyway. The whole point was you were trying to get rid of it, and you were hoping, to make some money along the way. So that makes sense. Everyone's consignment is different, and so there's not a right way or wrong way, like we already talked about. So I love that.
That was one of the things that we really learned early on in the storefront was like people would come out and we'd say, okay, at the end of the 60 days, what would you like us to do with your items? Would you like to pick them up? Or would you like to donate them? And we would have we would feature a different charity every month, and we would do a sidewalk sale and all the pros. But anyway, people that generally said they were going to pick up their items, I had a back room.
They didn't come.
Filled with thousands of items, and people did not pick up.
Yeah.
And I thought, all right, well, let's kind of regroup. Let's try this and just say, all right, it just becomes our inventory. And if somebody isn't happy with that, situation, then they can take their things elsewhere. I mean, not in a bad way, but
but in a way that you're upfront, and then the consumer or the consigner, I guess is the right word, can select. Oh my God, these are so cute. Can decide, okay, if this is right for them or if this isn't right for them. I am so glad these are not my size because I don't need to buy nothing.
Well, that shopping. Rhonda looks very serious.
I had leaned into it, because I needed to see. But I was like, are those I thought I saw candles, and those probably were glasses or something.
I think they were earrings. I think they were
earrings.
No,
not the earrings.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I'm not going to confuse candles with earrings, girl. Looking like the emoji.
We have candles and earrings, so I don't know.
Well, I was actually looking at it looked like candles. I was like, are those candles? Are they glasses? Like drinking glasses. I couldn't tell.
You'll have to go back and shop it later.
I never saw candles, so maybe they were drinking glasses because I didn't see any candles.
We can help people sometimes in our lives, like when we have to deal with. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's got to be sad right there.
Right.
Cleaning out a loved one's home.
Yes. And so that does help because then they can just bring the stuff to you. They don't have to deal with it. And then they can make whatever. Penny saying hi to you, Libby.
Oh,
earlier when you were saying hi. Yes. I get to the comments, especially when I share my screen. I don't get to see all the comments when I'm on the other screen.
Molly, I would love to shop with you. I would love it. Word of mouth is our best advertisement. We never have a shortage of inventory. Well, yes, I see. I mean, I love the website. And so, like I said, I saw some goodies on there already.
Oh, Lord, Rhonda, we're trying to make money now. Stay focused.
Right.
Put the blinders on. And let me tell you right now, y'all know I don't share closets on Poshmark, but that is why Poshmark wants you to share. So then you buy something. I know who I am. I'm not sharing nobody else's stuff because I'm not buying nothing. So y'all think I'm not sharing because I'm me.
I'm trying to keep my money to those closets.
Right. Exactly.
Well, I tell you that I have, when people have had the live sales on Instagram, oh my God. Why am I there? Why have I been buying things from the why? You
want to know who got me the first time I've ever been gotten by a live sale? The first and hopefully only time. I went to support my boy Derek at Fundamentals of Side Hustling. I was like, oh, I'm gonna support his Sunday night show. I'm just gonna watch. Girl, I bought stuff from him and his guest seller. I say, you know what? This is why I don't come to this stuff.
Well, look. I'm gonna look, here I go. I'm gonna go to one tonight. And I was like, now I just bought from these two. And here I go again. I'm like, well, maybe they found some new items because, I'm only looking for plus size things, plus size items. That's what I'm looking for. But I was just like, you get caught up in that because there people are pulling out stuff. And I've been to like 5 already.
Well, come to ours.
But thank goodness. She sold nothing that I wore. So I was like, hallelujah for that. But she did have some really cute things. But I was like, thank God she didn't have any plus sizes at all. Because if it's a plus size.
Come to ours on Friday, Rhonda.
Will you be having plus sizes?
Yes, because now I know you're going to buy them. So it's going to be me, Christy, Moxie, Ashley, and somebody. Last time I was missing Christy. Now I'm missing somebody today. But Penny has a question for you, Libby. She says, how do you advertise and are you on many platforms?
Advertise. I do just a lot of social media. Molly's actually the one that does the social media, most of the social media for our business. I put everything, my philosophy is I want people to recognize my brand and my website. So I like it to be kind of seamless. If people go to my website, all of my inventory is on eBay. I make it super easy for people to purchase. Now, I do sell on other platforms, but I don't advertise it. I send people to eBay. I send people to one platform from my website.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Is there a reason, Libby? Because I know, I have a website and I was selling individual items along with what I call Swagslayer boxes, which was inventory for people who couldn't get inventory, especially during the time where so many people's states were shut down and Florida was wide open because they just didn't care.
That was so cool. You did that. So cool.
Yes, because it's so difficult because even when the pandemic first started, people were like, oh my God, I don't have a printer, so I can't ship out my sales because they were printing at work. And they were printing at the library. First, please don't print at work. You cannot get fired over your side hustle. But the library made sense. It was cheaper. But then the library was shut down, so they couldn't print any labels to ship. So they had to shut down their whole thing. And then I was like, this is terrible. At the time that people need their money the most, now they were shutting down their little business because they didn't have all the stuff they needed. I did a whole ranty video on it somewhere on my YouTube. But then people were like, okay, I bought a printer from Amazon. Now I can't get inventory. And I was like, okay, I wasn't really paying attention. I was like, okay, somebody will provide inventory. I'm busy. But then when we all got ripped off by the same Instagram seller and none of us got our stuff, including me, I was like, this has to stop. Somewhere on the internet, you have to be able to go and trust that the person that you paid for inventory for is going to send you that inventory because you're trying to feed your family. And you cannot be spending money and never getting your stuff. And I was like, overnight, 24 hours, maybe 48 hours at the most, I just set up all night and figured it out and launched the website, which I had been terrified of launching the website for 9 months. I had been paying for a website that had nothing on it. And so that was a push for me to get it done. So my question
sometimes we need that push, right? Sometimes
I need a swift kick in my butt all the time, just so y'all know. And my husband often gives me that. Thank God for him. But my question is, how come you sell and how can I word this? I was selling individual items on the website. Is there a reason that you're not selling them on the website and you're still just selling through eBay? I think I know the answer, but I just want to hear from you.
So, I mean, when you look at how much time and energy it takes to send traffic to your website and the small amount of customers you can get on your website, why not do the reverse of that? Why not get the customers on eBay, brand yourself, and the next time they make a purchase, they'll go to your website, right?
Yes.
So you have 185 million buyers on eBay, you know?
Yes.
And they send your stuff to Google, right? That's part of the package.
They do.
Like they're constantly advertising, they're international. It just, you know, why spend your time managing that platform when there's one available to you? I mean, people will argue with that, you know, my mentality on that, but it's worked. I personally like it. And
I agree.
That's why I went that way. It's just like developing my brand now. So like I could switch out eBay. I could change it to Shopify. I could change it to go to Poshmark. I could change it to go to wherever I want, but it's still my website that people are coming to and my brand that they're shopping with.
Yeah. And I agree, because what happened with me is the shipping was so astronomically different depending on where the items were going.
Yeah.
So there were times where I would make money, like if they lived in certain places, and then other times I'd be losing money, and I was like, oh, okay, this isn't working. So I don't even like I still have the Swagslayer boxes because I have so much inventory, and I just send them the same inventory that I would list in my own closet that I just haven't had time to list. But I don't advertise it like I was. I had commercials, I had advertisement, because I was like, I will still provide this service, but I'm not going to just tell everybody it's there, because there were times that the shipping alone was $30 just for me to ship 15 items to someone's house. What?
That's insane.
Like, this is not going to work. Right. So I will still do it because I know there's a need. And like I said, it's still up there, but I do like that when I clicked shop, it redirected me to eBay. I haven't figured out how to redirect my shop button to Poshmark, but I do have a link at the top that says shop my Poshmark closet, because I was confused, because y'all know me and technology, we're not best of friends. But I love that you do the same thing, because I mean, it makes more sense. And you're right, trying to drive traffic to your website individually is tough, and it costs a lot of money. So it's easier just to use a platform that one has a protection already on it. People know how it works, but they see your branding. They know, oh, I remember I came to this store before, because they can find your store on eBay, like through their eBay app. They can shop just your store if they want, just like they can shop just your closet on Poshmark. So I love to hear from other entrepreneurs how they think, because we can all have a different aspect, but I agree with yours, because driving traffic is a lot. I could be doing something else.
Right.
So look at these comments.
Yeah, I'm curious to know what other people do.
Yes. Okay, so Penny was saying that she has a couple of organizations that also send her business, which is amazing.
Yeah. Like I think she might be talking about like personal organizers. I don't know. She's gonna have to comment.
Oh yeah.
I work with a couple of different. That's also a good source of inventory. Personal organizers or people that go in and clean closets and things like that. They're definitely people you want to hook up with and be consignment ready.
That brings it. Yeah. Definitely. Always got to have a connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're great.
And in that free flow of inventory, or very discounted inventory, because I'm not sure how it works. I mean, that keeps your ROI a lot better, which is, you know, what you're looking for. You need that ROI, because I did meet a lady, she cleaned out homes. And so she advertises on like Craigslist or Facebook, I forget where, but she keeps stuff in her garage, and all her clothing items are $1 a piece. She could care less. They're new with tags. Sometimes they're not new with tags. And I've been over there and I've gotten inventory from her before, because it's $1 with the tag on it. Yes, I will come to your house and grab all your
stuff. I would go to someone's house in a heartbeat for that.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So
a lot of times they're desperate to, you know, find something to do with this inventory, and you can be their solution.
Yes. But Terry, what are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? FedEx will print your labels for free. FedEx charges me for every label I have to print, and it's walking distance from my house. It's never been free. Tell me the secret. So when my print, because I only go there when my printer stops working. But tell me the secret so I can get me some free labels.
The post office will now too. They have a QR code. Yeah. There's a QR code, and they'll scan it and they'll put your label on for you.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if all post offices provide that service, but a lot of them are providing that now. Yeah.
My machine that I'm supposed to be able to scan all my packages and get a receipt doesn't work, even though it's brand new and they just put it in there. It's not working. So I wonder, can I print my label from that machine too?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm out in the country. We don't have anything fancy like that here yet.
But your post office is printing your label. We don't have that.
They will. Yeah, if you're in a pinch. Yeah.
So yeah, we don't have that. But yeah, so any Slayers that are watching, if your post office allows you to scan a QR code and print a label, please print them for free, because ink is not cheap. I print mine from my printer. Oh, and okay, so I'm gonna slide this little information in on y'all right now. Don't tell everybody, but you can tell everybody. I signed up for an account with UPS, and I got a thermal printer. It's like $12 a month. And they give me free labels. I was like, what? So now I just got to figure out how to use it.
What kind of thermal printer is it?
I don't know. It's still in the box in my living room. I got to bring it into the office. I have no idea. But I was like, $12 and free labels. Yes, please. Because I spend more than that on ink and paper.
Because I'm signed up with them. So I'm trying to see now, can I go re-sign up and get
That's exactly what I was thinking, Rhonda. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I've been signed up with them for a while now, but now I'm thinking, now can I go and re-sign up a whole new account and see if I can get a thermal printer? My goodness,
I don't know.
They have it now. Thermal printers all willy-nilly. I need to get one as well.
Yes, I think it was 2 weeks ago. I'm echoing. I don't know what happened. But 2 weeks ago,
I don't know what happened. I
signed up for my account, and I only signed up for the thermal printer and free labels. So I didn't sign up for anything else, but that was 2 weeks ago. But I've heard people say that before. And at that time, I just was like, that sounds skeptical. It's probably not free. And so I never dug into it. But then my mentor was like, yeah, why don't you get the free label printer with the free labels? And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, yeah, just go to the website. And it had a button to click for you to sign up. But then when I clicked, it said you had to call. So then I had to call, and the girl had to set up my account over the phone. And then I added my card to the account, and then it's just going to charge me $12 a month. And they send me the labels for free. They sent a whole bunch of stuff for free. I just didn't need all the supplies. I only got the labels because that's all I needed. Oh!
I hope Molly's hearing all this. I love my thermal printer. It is the number one thing. I'm totally I got it 2 years ago. Oh, wow. I'm totally in love with this thing. I'm having a love affair. It's the Rollo printer. I just love it.
Is the Rollo the one where you can use any thermal labels, or you have to use their brand?
You can use you have to use their roll. Brand. You could use fan folds.
Got it.
Their customer service is phenomenal, which is number one when I'm looking at something. I want good customer service. That's
I agree.
To me.
Well, my business tells me I can get that. Then I am going to invest. It is on my business to get list.
Just bring it for $12 a month, because if it breaks, I just call UPS, and if they can't walk me through it over the phone to fix it, they just send me a new one. Oh Lord, what are you doing?
Molly said, I'm Googling now to try to figure out how to get my free one.
Yeah, she is.
I don't blame her.
She's been saving up for a Rollo now for a while. So
just pay the $12 a month, because if it's acting up, you call the tech support and they try to walk you through fixing it. But like I said, if you can't fix it, they'll send you a new one. Terry was asking, at the post office, do you tell them you need to print a shipping label? Is that what you asked for at the post office?
Yeah. And you have the QR code. So I'm talking specifically, Terry, I should have said about eBay generates the QR code. So you've already paid for the shipping, and you just, hold up your phone, show them the QR code, and they just scan it.
Wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
I'm not.
Well, that's for you eBay people.
Wait. I'm not an expert on the
I'm bringing you over to the dark side, Rhonda. We're gonna get
I
you
never seen a
anything.
QR code.
No.
Where is the QR code, Libby? Because I've paid for my shipping and I just printed at my house, but I don't remember seeing a QR code. I mean,
You'll see it right at the bottom when you go to print your label. You'll see it.
Well, I'd have missed it. Okay, that's good to know for the future.
Yeah, you should see it right there.
Yes, Terry, it's
Jot that
UPS.
down.
The Brown Boys,
You
UPS.
think I'm playing?
For the
I'm getting
printer.
ready to go right over here to UPS. Let me see. Oh, I might have to call, so I have to wait till after the show.
Yeah, so that's the thing. You look for it, and then it says click here to get one, and then when you click there, it shows a phone number and it says please call. So I just called in like the middle of the night too. It was nighttime when I called. I was surprised they were open. So
Oh wow.
yeah, it wasn't even. And I guess if they're on a different coast, it was still daytime at their house, but it was night on the East Coast. But yeah, get that. The printer's $12 a month, but the labels are free. So what's up, Ashley from A&B Consigning?
Oh, hello, Ashley. Hello.
She is so cool. I just love her.
She is.
She is.
She is.
I love
She
you guys
is.
did the interview and everything. I thought it was great. I thought
Yes.
it was great.
Yeah,
Hi,
I'm What's up, girlie? Are you still on spring break, Ava?
Hey, Ava.
Oh, you were asking me, did I tell FedEx? Yeah, they know I need to print. Like, my FedEx people know me by first name, that literally I email my label to them, and when I get there, they're already pre-printed out, and then I pay and leave. So
wow.
they know me. So they know all I print there is labels. So I have no idea what's going on. You about to make me go over there and ask Don, like, Don, you've been charging me for labels that's supposed to be free?
Yeah.
Okay. So
How much do they charge to print a label?
if I print it at the machine myself, it's 13 cents, but I'm too bougie for that. So I go to the counter and make them print it, and then it's more expensive, but I can't remember the price.
Okay. Okay.
But I hate sticking my thing in the machine, punching in the code. I don't like doing that. So like I said, when I email them, they already know they're mine. They're already sitting on the counter when I get there. I could come 4 hours later. They've already printed them and they're ready for me. So, okay, what are we saying here?
Depending on
Okay, so here's what I found about it. Depending on your shipping volume, UPS will offer you Zebra LP2844 either entirely free of charge or for the normal amount of $2 per month. Is that a printer? The Zebra LP?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you know, Libby, because I was like,
I wouldn't be eligible for that because I don't ship through UPS all the time. So I'm
oh, well, I only send Amazon stuff now, but I still don't ship that much. And like I said, I just created the account and she gave me the printer for free. Like I hadn't shipped nothing yet. So,
Oh, okay. So you didn't even, okay.
I did nothing. So I have no idea.
Huh.
Okay.
So you just use you just use UPS for Amazon, right?
Only, right. My FBA shipments go to Amazon through UPS, but for nothing else. Because, Poshmark and basically eBay, I just use USPS. So,
yeah.
No.
I was going to say that I try really and truly, I do try to avoid using UPS. If I go to the store, that's fine. But normally I have my packages picked up by the post office. So it probably wouldn't even, free or not free, I don't ship enough with them to warrant getting that free, printer. And then, even though I want it.
Well, I got it for free and they didn't know what I was shipping. So,
right.
Like I had not shipped anything yet when I got it, so they have no idea. So, Terry, my FedEx is just not being nice to me. I don't know what to say.
Terry is trying to get you these for labels
for a year. I've been paying for a whole year, and it's only when my printer's like acting up and I can't figure out how to fix it, I will print there. But like it's often enough that they know me by first name and pre-print them out with my name on it ready. Like that's how often I have to go because my printer be on the fritz because my printer is as older than my child and I refuse to get a new one. So whatever.
No, ma'am. It's time to upgrade. Well, I can't talk because I need a new computer. Every time I tell people how long I've had it, they're like, what? They give me that look like, you should have had a new computer by now. I was like, well, it's only like.
How old is it? Now I have to know.
It's probably close to 7 or 8 years old.
Hey, I'm not mad. You got your
I
money's
beat
worth.
you on that one. I just got a new computer because mine was 12 years old.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I probably would have.
You got years left on that.
But I was just like, oh my God, y'all, they make me feel so bad. Oh, you should have been. I have one I'm not using that's younger than the one you have. I was like, well, okay,
Well, then give me the one you're not using then. Yeah,
exactly. I'm just like, make me feel bad. But I know I do need to upgrade this one because I'm willing to bet that I was in. Oh well, you know what? It's probably closer to. Oh no, you know what, y'all? I think it's closer to 9 or 10 years old now. Because I had to think about it's been 2 years since. Oh yeah, I probably do need to think about that. Okay.
Since the event staples everything to know the timeline. That's my child for me. I'm like, how old is she?
Well, no, actually, I thought about when I got it. We were in one apartment, and we were probably there probably like a year and a half, and then we moved to another apartment. Stayed there 5 years, so it's been 2 years since I moved from there.
Right.
Oh yeah. So yeah, so I have to calculate by events. It's true.
Yeah, always. That's how I do it too.
I do.
I love that people who are like, yeah, I was doing XYZ in 1969. I'm like, what? I do not calculate my life by the years. I have no idea what year it was that I was doing that. I can tell you about how old I was, maybe where I live, but I can't tell you the year. But they know the year. It kills me. I'm like, wow.
Oh yeah, it amazes me that people can do that, but I really just cannot. I can tell you the story, but I could say I was in high school when this happened, or I was in college when this happened, or if I say the other day, that could mean back in 12
months ago, sometime in the last 12 months.
Yeah. Sometime in the last 12 months or the last 12 years. I mean, it depends on what the story is about. But because I could easily say, well, the other day, blase, and that could have happened like 2 or 3 years ago.
Exactly.
But, I mean, I push up to those people who can remember years and dates and things like that because I, for one, do not.
1942. What are you talking about? Like, how do you know it was the summer? Like, I can't do it. But yes. Okay, because we're all off topic as usual.
I know.
Libby.
That's what makes it so fun. That's what makes it so fun.
And pirate ship. Now this is like the third time that I've heard that I should check into pirate ship. And I say sometimes third time's a charm because that must mean I need to try it because I've heard it like 3 times this week. Oh, do you don't use pirate ship? You need to try pirate ship. Pirate ship is everything. Okay, so I guess I'll look into it. Well, I heard it's good for Macari.
Yeah,
so
I hear that. Ashley's on my butt about that because I just do the $10 shipping for everything. I don't care. And she's like, Tiana, why? She's like, you are losing so much money. And I'm like, well, it's the convenience. When I go buy a soda I don't buy soda. When I go buy a bottle of water at 7-Eleven, it costs $3. I go and buy it at the grocery store, it's 50 cents. Same thing. It's for the convenience. I'm paying for convenience. And Ashley's like, cut it out.
$3 for a bottle of water?
Yeah.
Put your face up here. I will not pay $3 for a bottle of water. I will pay $3 for a 6-pack of water. But I'm not paying $3 for 1 bottle of water.
Listen, if I am 7-Eleven, yes, 7-Eleven.
Sure, no. When they have 2-for-1s all the time.
Sometimes they do, but sometimes I don't want that water, Rhonda. I'm like, oh, I don't want that water. Get different water. Listen,
they have my water a lot of times. If I have to make a pit stop or something like that, or a Sembriana or whatever, I get the Essentia. Sometimes they have that 2-for-2 or 2-for-4. So now I'm okay with that because normally I get that delivered through Amazon anyway. But if I'm in a pinch, I'll grab up a couple of bottles. But $3. I got to have more than 1 bottle of water for $3.
I agree with you. I don't want to spend $3, but if my water bottle is empty and I don't have no backup water, I'm about to go get that water. was like, oh well.
Oh my
well.
God. Oh my
But
God. Do you have
okay.
your water shipped to your home?
Yeah, they delivered it this morning along with all my groceries.
Oh, okay. Cool. Because
Yes.
I was going to talk about that. I was like, oh, now I'm going to need you to start having your water shipped to your home.
Yeah, we're
Or
on the
get one of
Walmart
those
plan.
coolers.
We pay the monthly Walmart fee,
Yes.
and then I can have as many deliveries as I want forever.
I tried that on a trial basis, and that was very convenient. I haven't dedicated or committed rather to doing it, paying for the program just yet. And I don't know why, because I get all my groceries delivered that way.
And they're cheaper at Walmart, because I was having Instacart do it, but they charge all that extra fees. And I said, well, I might as well pay because, and where I live, it's like $15 or less, something like that a month for the membership. And then free delivery, I can have 3 deliveries a day if I want, which is stupid. I don't know why I would do that, but I could, and it's still free. And then if I need
Target did the same thing.
Oh, but don't they charge you that fee?
Well, see, I'm all about trying trials. So I tried it out, and I was able to, I think it was 2 weeks. So within that 2-week time, I had kept Target busy. Oh, let me just find something. Okay, well, or if I really needed something, they would come like 2 or 3 times a week. And I was like, oh, I'm loving this, honey. You know, but again, it's the commitment for me.
Oh, I'm okay with committing to my grocery delivery because I don't like going to the grocery store. And like I said before, my husband says, if I buy meat, I don't buy bread. Like I'm always missing the pieces that go together. So he can go on and order whatever he wants.
Ham, no burger.
Yeah, that's what he says. Jelly. He's like, you got all these ingredients, ain't enough stuff here to make a meal. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I can make a meal.
Milk, no cereal.
I don't cook, so y'all know the meal I'm gonna make. Don't nobody want to eat. So
on Friday.
Okay, look. Let me remind you guys real quick. Well, first, Libby, tell all the Slayers where they can find you and at what times and on what days and on what time zone.
Oh boy, that's a lot. All right.
You got it though. You got it.
Yeah. Consignment chats. We are pretty much everywhere. So if you could go over and if you have any interest in consignment or just hanging out with us ladies, just go over to the Consignment Chats YouTube channel and subscribe. We would really appreciate it. Very cool. And we're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We do have a Facebook community, like a free private group that we're, talk more in depth with consignment sellers and things like that. So that's the Consignment Chats community. And I think that's about how we find Consignment Chats. My personal business is Conchi Consignment that Molly put or Tiana put in the notes. And you can find us, on YouTube and all the other places, Conchi Consignment everywhere. We did just start a new thing, and hats off to you, Rhonda. We're called the Brunch Ladies. So Sundays at 11, Molly and I go live on YouTube. Last week was our first week with Conchi Consignment and the Brunch Ladies, and we'll be serving up something special every week for you, ladies.
Nice. What time,
guys? I'm sorry,
I love it. The Brunch Ladies.
The Brunch Ladies. Yep.
Tell me again the time and the time zone on Sunday.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. So that is 11 a.m. on Sundays, Eastern Standard Time. And then we drop a new episode for Consignment Chats. I'm sorry. All these C's, it's very hard. For Consignment Chats every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you can find them there anywhere. We haven't really been doing any lives yet. With that, so they're all there. Sometimes we'll drop like a quick educational video, like how to cross list or what's selling on Facebook Marketplace. I think was the one I recently did. Couple small tutorial kind of what happened with our flip consignments. We've been doing that. Yeah.
Nice. I love it. First, okay, so I have to put this up before Rhonda, it's your turn. So Ashley from A&B Consignment said, did you guys see my Insta story poll results yesterday? This is the best.
No, I want to see.
She said, I polled if people picked up groceries, and someone responded that they do grocery pickup and they tell their husband that they're actually shopping and they actually go and get their nails done. I don't blame them.
I love it.
You're a genius.
Brilliant.
Yes.
And that service is so convenient too, not only to have them delivered, but you can just order, from Target or Walmart and
Right.
just scoop on by there and pick it up.
And they throw it in the trunk. Boom.
Yeah.
Except for the other day when I tried to do it and it was almost late to the first hump day happy hour because I drove 15 minutes from my house to do my grocery pickup. Took 40 minutes for them to find my gosh darn order and put it in my car. So then I'm speeding back to hurry up and not be late for the live show. I was like, really?
Rhonda, could you just say about your the hump day happy hour? I think I missed it, and I don't know how I missed it. I was so upset.
Oh, well, I will definitely speak on that. Let me just start from the beginning. Every Wednesday on IG, I host Brunch with Diva, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And oh my God, I have a great lineup for next month. And I'm always excited when I get to have meet new people and have new people on my show. So I'm looking forward to Libby being on Brunch with Diva. So every other Wednesday, which next Wednesday I'll be hosting along with Tiana and Anessa_Lee, Hump Day Happy Hour. It's a non-scripted show. It's audience participation. I mean, there are prizes to be given. We'll play some games and whatever subject we want to talk about, that's what it is. I mean, whatever comes out, that's how it comes out. It might be, we're women, so we have 5 or 6 conversations at one time. So it's just a really fun show. I tell you, bring your snacks, bring your beverage of choice, and come and win some games and prizes. I mean, it's going to be on Wednesday, the 24th, 4:30 Central Time, 5:30 Eastern Time. So you guys put it on your calendar and
write it down right now.
Oh my God. The last one was so much fun, even though I was only in the comments because I had technical issues because I was on location. And this time I will actually physically be there. So we're going to have a great time. I got some great guests lined up. And I just love it so because it's just a relaxing time to have fun, talk to resellers, entrepreneurs, or whatever. So look forward to that next Wednesday, along with Brunch with Diva.
Yes.
I actually want to throw this in. It's next Sunday, not this Sunday, the 28th, March 28th, 11 o'clock Central Time, 12 o'clock Eastern Time. Myself and Evolving Always will be hosting a Posh and Sip, but it's a plus size Posh and Sip. So we'll be talking all things plus sizes. We have some great speakers who will speak on other issues. We have a special guest. Again, bring your snacks, your beverage. We'll have some great prizes, giveaways, and things like that. I'm really, really, really excited about this because I am so involved in bringing plus sizes to the forefront. I'm all about platforms being inclusive of plus sizes. I'm just all about plus size, visibility. So this is a new thing. I don't think they've ever had one before from my understanding. So this is the first plus size Posh reseller Posh and Sip. So I'm excited about it. So you guys can get your tickets. It is free, but you can get your tickets. The link is in my bio as well as Evolving Always bio.
So yes. I have a quick question for you. I have never done a Posh and Sip before. Is it on the Poshmark platform that it's held, or?
Yes, actually you can go and look. I forgot what you look at, or you can go to the
Eventbrite.
Well, yes, it's these tickets are under Eventbrite, and the link is in my bio. But you can go. They always scroll it across the news part of the your feed on Poshmark. Yes. Yeah. So I think that you can actually go to. It might have it in there under your. Where is it under? Because it says campaigns.
I'm going to use the link in your
bio.
I'm just like super excited to support that. I'm super excited.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, everyone.
Yeah, really.
It's the use the link in my bio to sign up. I mean, we really just did it that way so we know how many people, we're looking at coming. But it's going to be a fantastic event, you guys, for pen and paper, because there might be nuggets just dropping. And we all love to learn something new.
Absolutely.
So I put in the live chat. What's up, Nisha girl? Hey.
Hey, Nisha.
I put in the live chat because tomorrow too much stuff is happening right now. Sorry. Tomorrow is Teachable Moments with Tiana from Splendid Lily Posh. I am the guest speaker. We're going to be speaking about how to start and the basics of your YouTube channel. It is a free event, but it is a private event. So you have to DM Tiana. You can click the link in the live chat to get directly to her Instagram page and just tell her you want to come to the event tomorrow, Teachable Moments. I believe it's 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I put together a slideshow for you guys. Don't judge my slideshow, but I did just to keep me on track, because you see how I'm always off track, because I want to make sure you guys get the valuable information. If you're considering starting a YouTube channel, you want to grow your YouTube channel, or you just want to, do something different with the current YouTube channel you have now. There'll be examples of people who have just started their YouTube channels and how they're growing and where they pivoted and made changes and how it's gotten them more community activity, more subscriptions, more thumbs ups. So come for that so you can kind of get that information. So bring a notepad for sure, because you're going to want to take notes so you can make sure you have the information that you need. And then on of course, Monday through Friday, Rhonda and I are here during the Swagslayer talk. We have Nisha, who will be here on Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can already, when this live is over, you should be able to see on my YouTube homepage where you can set a reminder for it to remind you. And then on Friday, we have a special guest. Yeah. I think it's Christy. Like, look at somebody, Jesus. I believe it's Christy from Christy's Attic. It's on my calendar. Awesome. I don't have the thumbnail up for that yet because it does not allow me to make the pre-recording, I guess I should say, unless it has to be 6 days or less in advance. So it is Christy. I'm looking at my calendar. I'll make the thumbnail for that today. And then, of course, What Sold Wednesday is every Wednesday at 10:45 a.m. with myself and Brittany. But if you want to, I fixed the website, darlings. If you would like to be a guest on the Swagslayer Talk, you have a topic you want to talk about, you just want to talk about entrepreneurship of any kind, you can go to swagslayer.com and book your free chat on the Swagslayer Talk. Or if you want to be featured where you want us to talk all about you for an hour, you can click on book your Swagslayer Feature Friday on Friday, and we'll just talk about all you and your business. So it's two different ones. If you pick the Swagslayer Talk, that will be on a Tuesday or a Thursday. If you pick Feature Friday, of course, it's on a Friday, but they're all at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's just an easier way to sign up where I don't have to DM you and you DM me back and forth and all this crazy if it's on the website, which is the way I used to have it. And then I just got lazy and didn't update it, but I fixed it last night. I was up to 1 a.m. It is all working and ready to go, dolls. So if you have any questions for us outside of what we talk about here, don't hesitate to DM us on Instagram. Make sure you're following Libby, Molly, and Tiffany, the lovely girls of the Consignment Chat, on YouTube at Consignment Chats. Make sure you're subscribed. Definitely, if you're watching this today, slay that subscription button, hit that notification bell, and share this video with one friend that you think it can help. I want to thank you so much, Libby, for being our special guest. And Slayers, we will talk to you on Monday. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Bye.